Fox News was caught red-handed committing one of the just gravest of all journalistic sins here in this TV news business. Deceptively editing a soundbite to make a politician say something they did not say. The clip came from a speech President Joe Biden was giving for Veterans Day, where he told a story about a legendary baseball pitcher named Satchel Paige. Now, Paige is remembered as one of the greatest pitchers of all time. But due to segregation, he didn't get to pitch in the major leagues until he was 42, after it had been integrated. Satchel Paige is one of the greatest players ever to come out of what are known as the Negro Leagues. That's the all-black league during segregation. And this is the unedited version of how President Biden referred to him.
I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher in the Negro Leagues, went on to become a great pitcher in the pros, into the Major League Baseball after Jackie Robinson. His name was Satchel Paige.
Now, Biden stumbles a little, but it's clear what he's saying. Listen again.
I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher in the Negro Leagues, went on to become a great pitcher in the pros, into the Major League Baseball after Jackie Robinson. His name was Satchel Paige.
All right, so Fox News then takes that bite and they edit the context out of the middle. And I'm going to play it to you. When you listen, watch for where the hand goes. Watch for the vanishing hand. When that sound played on Fox, it sounded like this.
President Biden facing backlash for a comment during his Veterans Day address. Listen to this.
I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher. His name was Satchel Paige.
Biden's choice of words while referencing Hall of Fame pitcher Satchel Paige, landing him in hot water. The remark came while Biden was attempting to wish Secretary of State Blinken's dad a happy birthday. That birthday wish didn't go so well.
Right, yeah. Did not.
So that was deceptively edited to make it sound like Biden was calling Satchel Paige a Negro, when the Florida context shows clearly not what he said. This part with a line through it is just gone. So that's why you get the disappearing hand, because the hand's up during the first part and then it's gone during his name was Satchel Paige. Now, Fox News is the most powerful messaging arm the Republican Party has, and it just kind of pumps lies, mistruths, misinformation, and constant agitated rage into the homes of millions of Americans every single day. And in doing so, in just sort of relentlessly hammering, it does have a real effect on American public opinion, at least conservative opinion in politics. The Republican base / Fox News audience naturally hated Barack Obama. They naturally hated Hillary Clinton. They naturally hate Kamala Harris. And an old white guy, Joe Biden, I think a tougher project, but they kept at it. Pumping lies about him all day for more than a year, going to whatever means, including straight up deception like you see. And now they have succeeded. They have taught their base to hate Joe Biden as well. Joining me now, David Plouffe, 2008 Obama campaign manager, as well as a former senior advisor to President Obama, and he is here to discuss. First of all, that really is, like, even by their standards, pretty egregious with the disappearing hand in the middle to do that. How much of an effect in the sort of the space of American politics and the amorphous thing we call public opinion, how much effect does that one network have?
Enormous. Well, first of all, Chris, you're smart to call this out, because I think we believe there's no bottom at Fox. This was a new and meaningful and dangerous moment. Maybe it was a trial balloon, but this is a new front in their war. So, yeah, I mean, they, basically pollute up to probably a third of the electorate. And then that third of the electorate, I think, spills over into, maybe 40-45% of the country. And it's not just Fox, it's Breitbart, it's Sinclair, which is such a sinister local influence. It's Epoch Times, it's Prager University, some things maybe your viewers don't even know about that are some of the most powerful outlets on social media. So, and they're all coordinated. And I'll tell you this, having gone through campaigns, we can kind of hang as Democrats in campaigns because we raise a lot of money, we spend a lot of money, we have a lot of volunteers, we do a lot of advertising. That goes away after the election, and Fox and those other megaphones are still there.
Right. Yeah.
Huge, enormous disadvantage.
Right,
and it's structurally so unbalanced.
Yeah, that's interesting. And it's also structurally embarrassed because it really is, it's so straight line propaganda. And it's also so sort of determinedly focused. I mean, the Biden experience has been interesting to me because I don't think there's like the natural animus towards Biden that say Hillary Clinton, right? I mean, the Fox base hated Hillary Clinton. They had been cultivated to hate Hillary Clinton for decades, okay? With Biden, there was less of that. And I think that it's wild to watch them successfully create rage at the man, essentially out of nothing other than like sheer repetition.
No question about that. Listen, I think if you look at what's happening in rural America electorate, and obviously Fox has viewers in every part of the country, small, large, communities. I mean, like Youngkin won some of those counties, like by margins Vladimir Putin gets. Okay, so what's happening is every Democrat, and they'd turn on Manchin if they could, is basically an evil socialist if they're being nice. And somebody who basically, we're embrace pedophilia. We are like the most awful people ever to walk the face of the earth. And that has an effect. There's no opening anymore. OK. And what happened today with that clip about Satchel Paige is
that's interesting.
The Fox thing is based in reality a little bit, their reality. So the big lie is obviously, completely fabricated. But they have the president of the United States and most of one political party embracing it. It's news. As sick as it is. Right. This is completely made up. And I think we have to watch very carefully to see if we're going to see more clips like this, because obviously it's the people who watch the network, but then the velocity with which that reaches tens of millions of Americans over the course of hours is unprecedented in American history.
Yeah. David Plouffe, who has been on the other side of that machine, had it aimed at him. Thank you so much.